Ladies and gentlemen, Iran has been attacking a series of government websites and agencies, and Texas seems to be one of its biggest targets. So, this came out in CBS Austin. Governor Abbott says Texas agencies seeing 10,000 attempted cyber attacks per minute from Iran. So this came out Wednesday, January 8th, 2020. Well, they said this would happen, and it has happened before. So we can expect a lot of this, especially as tension grows between the US and Iran. Governor Greg Abbott is warning Texans to be particularly vigilant regarding potential cyber terrorism from Iran, suggesting that heightened tensions with the country has caused an increase in attempted attacks on state agencies. Now, I can't remember exactly what agency was hit, but there was one government agency that was hit, I think like the next day when the general was killed. So they didn't waste any time, that's for sure. There is something that everybody in the state of Texas need to be concerned, prepared, and able to address, Abbott said Tuesday during a meeting of the Domestic Terrorism Task Force, which he formed after late years anti-Hispanic deadly mass shootings in El Paso. I think it's very important I think it's very important that everybody be particularly vigilant about what may happen out of Iran. Abbott, citing information from the Texas Department of Information Resources, said that as many as 10,000 attempted attacks per minute from Iran had been detected over the past 48 hours on state agency networks. Damn, that's a lot of attacks. 10,000 per minute? Damn. He pointed to a cyber attack last year that involved dozens of local governments in Texas, stressing the importance of public and private sectors alike practicing good cyber hygiene. Amanda Crawford, executive director of the department, told reporters after the meeting that these sorts of attacks happen every day, but that the state is being extra vigilant given recent clashes between the United States and Iran. Crawford also said that, to the department's knowledge, no attempted attacks had so far been successful on any of the state agency networks that the department monitors. Now, it's only a matter of time, especially if they're making multiple attempts. Today is no different than any other, she said, noting that the department sees literally billions of probes on any given day. The Ayatollah Khomeini, Iran's supreme leader, has vowed to retaliate against the United States after President Donald Trump ordered a U.S. airstrike that killed the country's top general, Qasem Soleimani. Crawford said she did not have specific information about which state agencies Iran had targeted and asked whether the department had received federal direction to monitor attempted attacks. Crawford said agencies such as the U.S. Department of Homeland Security had released bulletins on how to maintain vigilance, particularly on potential attacks from Iran. Beyond that, Abbott mentioned other items that the task force discussed during the closed door portion of the meeting, including the possibility of pushing legislation during the next session that would define what domestic terrorism is. Abbott formed the task force in August, just weeks after a gunman targeted Hispanics at an El Paso Walmart. Boy, do we remember that. Carried out a deadly mass shooting. He tasked the panel comprising various federal, state, and local officials, with analyzing current and emerging state threats to form prevention and response strategies. Abbott also mentioned during Tuesday's meeting that the Department of Public Safety had submitted a report in response to his 8 executive orders issued last year, most of which focused on strengthening law enforcement's ability to respond and prevent future mass shootings. Yeah, well, good luck with that. The next public discussion surrounding mass violence is scheduled to happen Thursday in El Paso, where a House select committee on the issue will convene to hear testimony from people impacted by the mass shooting there last year. So, look like Texas is one of many sites that the Iranians are trying to target. And this is not unusual. I mean, last year I was reading articles on them doing cyber attacks on the US. So it really is nothing new, but it does seem like they are ramping it up a lot more since all of the tension happened between the US and Iran. But, it's funny how Iran played Trump's game. Now, Trump killed the general and 6 others and told the Iranians not to retaliate. They retaliated and then pretty much said the same thing to Trump after they flew those 15 ballistic missiles to the 2 different bases there. They told Trump they would stop if he don't retaliate. So they're playing his game. Okay, they're playing his game. So it doesn't seem right now that Trump is going to respond militarily, not unless they are planning something behind the scenes. You never know. They could be. But he is going to slap sanctions on them for shooting those rockets. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see what happens in the latest saga between the U.S. and Iran. But now Texas look like it's falling victim to the cyber attacks that they are attempting to do. Now, they did say they were going to get the government agencies all around the US, and it's definitely happening. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.